Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Settlers Saturday, episode 113 today, guys. Oh, it feels good. It feels good to be back. The last couple of weeks have been like pre-recorded stuff. I've had quite the cold. I'm just coming out of it now. I'm just at the end of that. So if I make some disgusting noises with my mouth, I apologise. I'm apologising in advance. Yeah, I feel a lot better though. Thanks for asking, guys. So I didn't tell any of you guys where we were heading with the Settlers. With the Settlers Saturday. It's obviously Settlers 4 still, because we're here on Settlers 4. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? I'll tell you now though, we're gonna play the Dark Tribe. Loads of you guys have requested it. It's probably been the most requested thing so far. All you guys have given me loads of feedback and I'm very, very grateful for that. And I'm quite interested in playing the Dark Tribe as well. It seems you don't actually play as the Dark Tribe because they're incredibly overpowered. But all of these 12 missions, I assume, are going to be fighting against the Dark Tribe. Going to be quite interesting. Apparently it's quite a challenging campaign, so let's give it a go. Let's dive in with mission 1. I actually clicked this earlier and we get like someone actually reads it out for us, so I don't have to do the reading this time. So let's check this out.
I can't stand it. Harmony, peace, and everywhere you look, green. Enough is enough. Gardener! I need results.
Look closely, my lord.
Get that away from me!
But look, my lord, look!
An odd heaviness hangs in the air. There is talk of nearby lands that lie blackened, lands where trees and shrubs are withered and bent. Could this be the work of that band of Mayas with their terrible fire-spitting war machine? Reconnaissance reports bringing these descriptions are strangely similar to the dreams related by our priests. Are the Mayas to be the ones to bring the Roman she-wolf to her knees? Our priests continue to speak of signs in their dreams, that a gardener will be the key to restoring the wolf's health. A simple gardener? The bronzed people are again at hand building up a new settlement. Our experience with the Mayas has grown. We now know all too well that we cannot afford to allow their increase in power to go unchecked.
Oh, so we don't know. Obviously, we saw that cutscene at the start. That was pretty cool, by the way. That was a cool little cutscene. Not bad for, what year did this come out? 2000? I want to say 2001, something like that. Not too bad for that era. But we're going to be playing as the Romans, and we think that the charred lands, the disgusting burnt lands, are the Mayans' fault. This lady was calling it the Mayas. Like the N. Like, you don't pronounce the N there. But I'm going to call it the Mayans because that's probably the proper way of pronouncing it, I assume. That was a posh accent, actually, for a Roman, wasn't it? A posh Roman accent. Let's uncover this. Let's check this out to start with. Okay. So, somewhere around here is the burnt land. Is this all the burnt stuff? So there's no actual Dark Tribe to fight against at the moment. Is this burnt land or is it this? Or is this water? I'm not quite sure. Huh. I guess we'll have to find out. We're going to be fighting against the Mayans here though, and it looks like there's a tiny little land bridge here to get to them. Very interesting indeed. Cool. We'll have to, I guess we can spread out to this entire area then if we can only defend, all we have to do is defend that little area there. pretty cool. We've got the hints and tips here. Says one of our priests came back from the mountain lake in the north with a strange tale to tell. The water nymph who dwells in the lake will be well disposed towards any race which builds 12 of the water-filled eye catchers in homage to her near the lake. Okay, so that's the only lake I can see up here. I guess we'll check it out. They came back from the mountain, so there's a lake, yeah. Okay, so we'll have to build the 12 water-filled eye catchers. We'll check that out. Let's do that. Let's give that a go. Let's dive into it then and check this out. Nice. Okay, so here we go. Not the biggest map. Not the biggest map there is, but I've seen bigger and I've seen smaller. Maybe somewhere in the middle here. Yeah, let's give this a go then. Okay, so we've started off with a few buildings already. Woodcutter, sawmill, anything else? There's a stonecutter. Yeah, okay. Cool. Let's get cracking. Then we'll do the usual stuff. We'll check the amount of inventory we have. We've got 3 axes, 1 extra saw. Okay, yeah. So let's go for 3 extra woodcutters. I'll squeeze a foresters in there somewhere. Yeah, somewhere like that. That'll do. And we can also get a sawmill. We won't worry about the extra sawmill for now. Let's have a look at the amount of resources we have here. Wood and stone about equal at 20 there. Okay. And I assume the Romans use slightly more stone than they do wood. So what we're going to do is just have a quick check here. We're going to get the biggest building possible, which is probably a castle or maybe a large temple. And we're just going to very quickly, temporarily drop this down just to see the amount of resources necessary. So it's 8 wood, 12 stone there, okay, and we'll destroy that before anyone starts working on it. 8 wood, 12 stone, and then we'll do the same with the large temple just to get a grasp on that. And that's 8 wood, 7 stone. Now from the castle I would have thought that the Romans used slightly more stone, but then from that large temple it looks like they're almost equal. Let's have a check with the large residence here and have a look. Maybe almost equal, slightly leaning towards stone again. Okay. So what we can do is maybe go for another stonecutter, but not quite yet. We dropped that large residence and maybe we should go for a residence actually. We'll look at the amount of people we have. We've got 29 people. We've already allocated, what, 4 or 5 of those people into these buildings already. So yeah, let's get ourselves a nice medium residence. Where is it? I just saw it. We just had it a second ago. How many episodes, how many weeks have I played Settlers 4 for? Here it is, okay. Found it eventually. So we'll go for a medium residence, and where shall we put this? It really doesn't matter, I don't think. We'll just stick it there. That'll do. That'll do for now. Cool. Now, one of the things I wanted to do, guys, if we look, here it is, the resolution is still locked to 800 by 600, and I've been really trying to figure this out. I've been really trying to have a crack at it and get this to work, and we could get it to a larger resolution. If you watch the multiplayer battle with Aliester, he obviously had that fixed. He's been trying to help me out, bless him, but I've just ran out of time. I've run out of time. I need to record this episode because I've had loads of crazy stuff going on recently. So I think we'll talk about that as well as we go through this. I'm going to get these Romans to explore a little bit. Let's get our guys to just to explore this land. Cool. Yeah, I gave it a crack over the last couple of weeks. I gave it a try. It's been a little bit of a nightmare to try and sort this resolution out. Let me tell you a story, okay, guys, as we're exploring here and as we're building a few more things. So it all started, I upgraded to Windows 10, and I've been very, very reluctant to upgrade to Windows 10 because, you know, screw Microsoft for what they've done with Windows 10. Oh, look at this. This is the The Deadlands. Nasty. Nasty indeed. Yeah, they've kind of forced Windows 10 onto everyone, and it's been... the main reason I've been reluctant to do it, actually, is because I've heard a lot of people saying you can't... There's a bit of mountain up here, we'll head up this way as well. Yeah, you can't play Settlers. You can't play the Settlers franchise on Windows 10. There's a lot of people in the comments saying, how have you got Settlers 4 to work? How have you got Settlers 3 to work? And that's because I've been sticking to Windows 7 for the most part. However, when it got to August, I think it was like June 30th, June 29th or whatever, they were like, we're no longer going to be giving out free copies of Windows 10. We're not going to be giving out a free upgrade anymore. So if you want to get Windows 10, which is the way everywhere's going, all the new games are going to be probably optimized for Windows 10. If you want to run your PC in the best way possible for free, you have to upgrade now. So even though I've held off for as long as possible, I've had to upgrade to Windows 10, which has been a nightmare because instantly none of my games worked. That sucks. Obviously I've got it working now. I've got that stuff working now, but it's just been a nightmare, man. It was like my biggest nightmare come true. I was like, I've done Settlers Saturday for 2 years. I can't just stop. Oh, by the way, guys, I upgraded to Windows 10 and now no more Settlers Saturday. Screw you. I've had nightmares with it. What I came up with, though, is to dual boot both Windows 10 and Windows 7 onto my PC. That's a pretty crazy idea. So when you turn your PC on, it'll basically say, which operating system do you want to load? Do you want to load Windows 7 or do you want to load Windows 10? Pretty cool, and that's been okay so far, but unfortunately with Windows 10, there's a bloody mandatory upgrade. I'm not really, actually guys, I'm not really sure what to do here. I tell you what, while we're wasting a little bit of time, we're exploring a little bit with these towers. While we're doing this, let's drop a couple of grain farms. I see there's a couple of scythes here. So we'll drop some grain farms and get them building up grain. Hopefully on this mountain... Why have we got no soldiers on this mountain? Let's get a few soldiers on this mountain. Do we have any soldiers left? Any soldiers left? Or have I sent them all off? Okay. Let's explore... Oh, there is a bit of a mountain up there. Is this the same... Is this the same one? Oh, this was the lake, actually. I do believe. You know what, guys? We're going to send these guys back. These guys have crossed over the narrow sea, the narrow crossing. So we're going to send them back for sure. In fact, this guy can guard it. There we go. The most narrow point, he can guard it there. What's going off here? Is this in his base or out of it? I'm not quite sure what's happening there. Yeah, okay, we'll leave that. So I managed to dual boot Windows 7 and Windows 10, that worked okay, but then there was a mandatory upgrade, update even to the software, which is even more annoying. Yeah, with Windows 10 you can't choose, you can't pick and choose which upgrades you want, it just happens. It just happens. Screw you, screw the end user. Are we heading down here? Yeah, you know what, yeah, let's head down here. I don't want to crush every single tower, let's leave one at least. I'll get the troops to explore down here. So after that upgrade anyway, guys, the dual boot option stopped. It wasn't available. That's the second I turned my PC on, it was like instantly turned on to Windows 10. I got a SSD recently, and the boot times are fantastic. It like my PC loads up in a flash, in an instant, which is okay. But then, you know, I need the option. I need the option to choose, which is a bit annoying. But I eventually figured it out. I've figured out how to find my Windows 7 stuff eventually. These geologists. Oh wow. Okay, let's. How many geologists do we have? 2. Where's the second geologist? Okay, we'll send him up as well. Explore this land for us. Thank you. And we'll get this guy around. Yeah. So I eventually got Windows 7 working. It's been an absolute nightmare. I managed to reinstall Bandicam, which is the software I use to record Windows 7. And because I did a fresh install on basically a new operating system, all my saved settings had changed, which has been a nightmare. So I eventually got the settings changed back, and my microphone wasn't working. My Blue Yeti wasn't working. I was like, what is going on here? It turns out that I've got a USB extension port. It's PCIe in the back of my PC basically, and my Blue Yeti's plugged into that, and it didn't have the correct driver, which has been an absolute nightmare. So I eventually downloaded the driver, installed the Blue Yeti, got the settings working, and here we are. What a nightmare, guys. What an absolute pain that has been for me. It's been crazy. What are you doing? Come on, do your job, mate. Yeah, and then on top of all that, guys, I'm going on holiday for 2 weeks in 2 days' time, and I'm not packed, I'm not sorted at all. I do have some work to do as well. I work from home, so my boss has given me some work to do, so I have to do that as well. But I thought, screw that, we'll do some Settler Saturday instead. So he's going to be hounding me. I've spent all day doing that. I eventually went to click record on this for this episode. Got a text from my girlfriend. She's like, yeah, I'm leaving work early, so I've got to do this, and then I've got to quickly have a shower. I've not even had a shower. It's been a hectic day, guys. It's been a hectic day, and I am so unorganized. Oh, look at this. We forgot a forester's hut. Oh, that was a good catch there. So we had 4 woodcutters and 1 forester's hut. Oh, crazy. Okay, let's get down to business. Let's do this properly. So we've got the 2 wheat things. I assume we're going to be getting coal first. So let's have a look. Do we have any resources? We've got no coal, no iron, but we do have 12 gold. And I assume that's going to be for the eye catchers. This must be the lake. This must be the priest came down from the mountain, was it? Did they say? And there was a lake. Let's have a look at the eye catchers. What water eye catchers do we have? The vase? Is this the only one? Flower, knight, stone plaque, flower, tombstone, archway, bench, standard, obelisk, monument, busk. The only water-based, yeah, the only water-based eye catcher we have is the vase here, and we need 12. Was it 12? And look at that, perfectly. We have 12 stock. What's the word? 12 units of gold ore or whatever. Let's do this then. So one thing we're going to be going for is bread for sure. Waterworkers' huts. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. We'll get the grain mill in, and then we'll go for a couple of bakeries here. This is a kind of really backwards way of doing it, but we also need to head this way and conquer these lands, because there is a little bit of coal here. We've definitely found coal. It's perfect. I'm tempted to go for another. Yeah, let's go for another stonecutter. Let's get that on a high priority. And do we have? Okay, because we only have 1 pickaxe left, which means I'm going to build a stonecutter or a coal miner, and there's going to be no pickaxe available. So as all this stuff is building, in fact, I'm going to press 3 on the numpad to get all this stuff sped up nice and quickly. We can press F7. Someone mentioned actually in the comments you can press F7 and see the timer. Look how fastly we're going through time here. Is this twice as fast? Yeah, and then this is 3 times as fast. Okay, we'll get everything rocking and rolling at 3 times as fast. And I'm going to look to see if we have, yes, first one I chose there, a miner. Yeah, so we already have 2 guys that are miners, so we don't actually need pickaxes for those guys, because wherever they are, is that the miner? Yeah, he's ready to roll the second we build a coal mine. He's ready to do his thing. And we also have 2 stonecutters as well, so it won't actually use up. Oh, will it? I'm not sure if the 2 stonecutters are guys lying around waiting to be waiting for a job. Are those stonecutters waiting for a job, or maybe not? Or is that the 2 stonecutters that we already have? I think that might be the 2 stonecutters we already have. Cool, so I'm going to whack this small tower on a high priority, and this one on a high priority as well. We've got quite a lot of buildings going down. Oh, it feels good. It feels good to actually be playing some Settlers Saturday, guys. Some Settlers 4. We've got to beat them. Ooh, I was going to say we've got to beat the Mayans. It looks like they're expanding pretty rapid. There's a little mountain down here. And look at all this. Look at all this burnt. Is that all the way up here? And the music changes. Can we just, I didn't recognize that. Listen to this. So we've got the regular Roman music here, and then, and it swaps back and forth. Nice happy Roman music. I can imagine this 2,000 years ago. This is what the Romans listened to, guys, for sure. Yeah, these all sound like old Roman instruments here. And this is what swamp people listen to. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Have we got everything built? Oh, look at this, a bit of iron. Nice. Okay, let's get working on this. We'll get the coal mine here. I'm going to slow this thing down to ×2 speed, I think. We'll drop a coal mine right in the center of that. I think maybe we could have squeezed 2. We could have kind of squeezed 2 in. Look at this. We could maybe put one there. That's not ideal, though. Not ideal. For now, let's just do this. Iron mine there for sure. And there was some gold up here. Not gold, coal. And then look at this. A bit more iron and that around here. I'm curious what's down in this mountain, though. Very suspicious looking mountain. Just dotted there. So, yeah, we'll check that out and see what's on offer down there. And you know what? I'm not going to bother. Oh, we could expand. We could expand this way. Okay, let's expand this way. Into the nastiness. Can we build on this darkness then? I don't think we can. And then I think we need the gardeners to change this back. As far as I'm aware. I think that's how it works. Something like that. So we've got the coal going up here. We've got the iron. Nothing's happened with the iron. It's had a little bit of stone delivered there. Let's go for the metal production now. We'll go for the iron smelter as close as possible between the two. That's like the perfect triangle there of coal mine, iron ore mine, and iron smelter there. Just, oh, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. We can zoom in and still catch all the buildings. That's going to be as efficient as possible for us, I would assume. And then we'll go for a toolsmith as well. Yeah, we'll squeeze the toolsmith up there. In fact, no. We're going to want to build these eye catchers around the lake. So what we're going to do, I guess, is leave a bit of space. How big are these eye catchers? Oh, absolutely tiny. Absolutely tiny. Look at that. Wow. Okay. Okay. Oops, this will end the game then. Don't want to end the game. I accidentally pressed escape there. Right. So we might need another residence. I'm thinking a large residence. Let's go for a large residence and let's replace that toolsmith wherever it was. Where is it? There we go. And I'll tell you what, we're going to crush this tower as well. Get out of the way. Coal has been found. So there's a bit of coal down here. That's cool. I'll tell you what then, we will go for a tower in that general direction. Cool. And where was this other tower being built? Here. And a few towers here. We're going to drop all these towers. We don't want these. Cool. And I tell you what, let's bring these troops back. These guys are doing nothing. They're not even exploring. I tell you what, we'll send them up here. Not together though. You can do your own things, guys. Be your own man. Do things separately. You don't have to walk around in a pair. Maybe these guys can guard here though. I just want to know if any thieves come, if any attacking troops come, because we're kind of weak at the moment. In fact, we have no troop production whatsoever. We are incredibly weak. Can we get a few archers in that tower as well? And then we'll drop this tower. Cool. And now we have access to a bit of stone. Not stone, more coal. So we'll just do a big dirty one in the middle of this pile. Shall we drop a big dirty one? There we go. Yeah. Oh, sulfur. Where's the sulfur? Okay. So we've got coal and sulfur. Very interesting indeed. We're cracking out the grain like crazy. We don't have any more scythes left. We do have some fishing poles though. There's no need for fish at the moment because fish is primarily for gold. So, oh, speak of the devil, there we go. Let's get this guy to explore this gold a little bit. My prediction is there's going to be a tiny patch big enough for one gold ore mine. Stonecutter can no longer... Oh, look at this. Look at this nonsense. I tell you what, it looks like there's quite a lot of stone actually. There's this little bit of stone here, but then there's this as well. So I'm going to drop this tower like there. We'll see. We'll put that on high priority. Thank you. And we don't have any wood. Look at that. We've got a nice stash of stone, but we don't have much wood at all. So I'll tell you what, let's go for 2 extra axes. We do have that extra saw lying around, so we'll do that as well. And let's find the best spot to put this forester's hut. Maybe there. And woodcutter there, and a woodcutter like there. Yeah. That works for me. We're going to put the forester on a high priority, I think, there. And then we're going to go for one more sawmill. Just slightly out of the way. Give them a little bit of space to breathe and grow trees and things, for sure. We've got this large residence which needs... It's not complete. It needs 1 stone. Or is that the stone it's got? It's got 1 stone. Wow, okay. So we definitely need more builders, for sure. Because by the looks of it, this is almost complete. You can see there's a tiny little hole in the roof. We can't be churning people out of this building with a hole in the roof. Heavens forbid there'd be a hole in the roof. Go on then. So yeah, let's get some builders for sure. How many hammers did we have? 4. Now one of those hammers is going to the toolsmith, so that's fine. Let's go for 2 extra. So we've got 1 for when we decide to build a weaponsmith. In fact, let's build a weaponsmith right now. Is this the weaponsmith? Yeah, okay. So we'll do that. And then we'll have 5 hammers left for builders. Cool. And then I think maybe we'll go for 3 shovels, and then we can go for... Yeah, 3 shovels will make it up to 5 shovels, so then we can get 5 diggers. Brilliant. Cool. We're churning out the bread for that. We don't have any food for the iron though. Iron ore has been found. Where's that? Oh, there. Ah, man. Okay, we can get another tower around there. We're just expanding with towers. It's not the most ideal situation. There's also stone here. You know what, guys? Let's whack a stone cutter there, and of course, go for a pickaxe. Cool. Looks like it's all getting built there. My voice went a bit there. That was a bit weird. It's all getting built. Okay. Cool. We'll drop that, and yeah. Then we've just expanded this tower here, which means that this stone cutter has now has access to all this stone. Fantastic. And we're going to drop that tower. Cool. How are we doing for the production here? Oh my god, we're maxed out like crazy. Maxed out like crazy. Let's go for a couple more grain farms, I think. Would be nice here. And a sheep ranch. A sheep ranch. Yeah, Aliesta was complaining about these sheep because they're incredibly annoying. It was like they're just like bah, bah, all the time. So yeah, we'll stick them out of the way here. And the sheep are obviously going to need wheat. They're obviously also going to need water. So let's go for slightly more water. There we go. We could squeeze in a bakery. Shall we go for 1 more bakery? Why is this fish here? I guess that fish was just lying on the ground. It looks like the bakery has churned out fish. Or is that some kind of bug? Oh no, the bread is there. Okay. I thought the bread might have bugged out and looked like fish or something. You know what I mean? That it almost, if you ignore that bread there, it looks like it's bugged out. But I think that fish was just lying there. That fish has just been lying there for the last half an hour. Speaking of half an hour, it looks like the end of the episode is coming up, so let's make the most of it. Let's make the most of it and go for maybe another grain farm. 2 grain farms there then, and then of course we're going to need 2 scythes. Right. So I hope you guys are happy with my choice of what to go for in Settlers Saturday here. Like I say, a lot of you guys asked for it. A lot of you guys asked for the Trojan campaign. You're probably going to tell me now, actually, that I'm taking way too long and being way too slow with things. So, yeah, I do apologise for that. I'll tell you what we'll do before we go. Let's go for a gold smelter. Of course, we had all that gold lying around anyway, so let's definitely go for that gold. And what else? What else? There's something on my mind. Yeah, barracks. Look at this barracks. Wow, man, that was epic. Oops. Let's kind of zoom in and pseudo place one. Look at that. Wow. It's like old Roman ruins or something. That's cool. A little training ground in the front. That's cool. We need a pickaxe for that building. That's fine. We do have a pickaxe on the list. We just don't have any iron because, of course, we don't have the iron mine. One of the things we do need, actually, then, if we have the sheep ranch, which is a high priority, we're going to need a slaughterhouse as well. Now we might have worked ourselves into a pickle here, because the slaughterhouse is going to need an axe. There we go. I think the only way we can remedy this situation. Ah, man. Oh, we kind of screwed ourselves over there. Okay, so the slaughterhouse is going to need an axe, and the only way we can get iron to make an axe is to get meat. But we can't get meat because we need an axe for the slaughterhouse. So we kind of locked ourselves into a shitty situation there. We backed ourselves into a corner. The only thing I can think of is, yeah, look at this. We've got 1 hunter ready to roll. He's going to be our saviour. If I can find, it's probably the only building I haven't built. Here we go, a hunter's hut. Now the hunter's hut is ideal out of the way. Look at all this meat. Look at all this tasty meat. There's a boar there as well. Though in Settlers 4 there's no difference between rabbit meat and boar meat. So you can have rabbit bacon or regular bacon. We're going to drop that hunter's hut nice and out of the way. Look at that, we're going to have some venison as well. It's going to be a feast. We'll whack this hunter's hut on a high priority because it definitely is. And I'm just going to double check all of these. Yeah, these are all looking good, to be honest. That's looking good. We could probably get away with another sawmill. That'd be nice, but that's an issue for next week, guys. So I really hope you enjoyed this episode of Settlers Saturday. I hope you're happy with the choice of where we're taking the series. I'm really excited to play the Dark Tribe, actually, to play against them. Our first introduction is this nasty land. Look at that. Ugh. Ugh. Stay away from my base. It doesn't expand like what's the thing in StarCraft 2? The Zerg. Their like darkness kind of expands, but this one doesn't. So yeah, we've got that, luckily. Maybe we'll get some gardeners and see what we can do here. That would be cool. So I'm going to leave the episode there, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're happy that we're back on the single player as well. I'm definitely happy because it's going to be loads less editing for sure. So I'm going to call the episode here then, guys, and I will see you guys next week for another episode of Settlers Saturday.